Okay, here we got another great raid from the war against 300. This is Lysander, one of the game's great raiders. Now firstly have a look at this base. So this is a base with fairly well protected infernos. You can see you got 3 layers of wall to get to the inferno, and a whole lot of things that the base will hit before it hits those infernos. In terms of the balloons, if they were pathing through the centre, they'd path say to this inferno, to this bow, and then probably path out here. So it's not that easy to, but you don't get a direct path between the infernos. Both infernos aren't freezable. You can probably at a stretch freeze an AD and an inferno, not those two, but maybe that one or this one, but it's a bit of a risky freeze. You've got a fairly centered queen. It's not a bad base. The one criticism I'd say is you've got whiz tower. The ADs are in whiz tower range, so that means these whiz towers can be neutralized with simply use of a lava. So probably the weakness on the base is it's not using its whiz towers all that well, but there's a lot of good things about this base in terms of air defense. Now let's have a look at Lysander destroy this base. So he's using, as we saw, the same sort of combination as before, 3 golems and a jump and his heroes and a couple of wizards to make his heroes go straight, and some wall breakers to bust open the wall. So there is this sort of 3 golem jump combination again, and let's see how it works. So he's dropped all 3 golems, some wizards to make his troops go play straight, queen, dropped his wall breakers just early enough to avoid that mortar, otherwise the raid would have failed, and then he's dropped his jump here. Now why has he dropped the jump there? Well, I guess if he can clear out here a bit, that will help his king path through to the queen, and if he rages his king, it'll come straight through and probably destroy the inferno, providing he's cleared this part of the base a bit, which his queen should do. So you'll notice here that he lets the golems take all the heat. He's leaving his king as an attack troop, dropping 2 hogs there. That was probably a really smart way to get rid of that whiz tower. But that will help things go straight. You can see it's all cleared out. Now he's dropped his king. There's some wizards in the CC, so it can't be zapped that well, but he's got the 3 golems. They will take a lot of the damage. His king has jumped straight through there because he's cleared out the base, and now he's using his king as an attack troop. So let the king take a little bit of damage, and then so still got plenty of health, he'll let it run down, and then he uses the king ability, and that king will route straight through to that inferno and take out the inferno while the queen just clears up here and takes out the second AD. So he's done it again, or at least Lysander's done, 300 have done it again. Lysander this time with that 3 golem combination with the jump, and taking out 2 ADs and inferno, and a really well protected one. That's just insanely scary in terms of how he's taking apart that base. So then he drops two lavas, and he'll drop his loons around the base. They will circle in and probably come through on the inferno and the AD, and he'll leave the single shot stuff for the end of the raid. But he's carrying a heal there. So 2 lavas come through, draw all the fire, so these balloons are all scot-free. So he's dropped the lava, so they travel a long distance. You can see the balloons coming here, raging through here. I should presume he'll rage through the centre. So he's dropping these in a bit of a cloak. Yeah, freezes them, and he's kept his rage for this part of the base. And he'll use a heal for the last bit. Yeah, okay, he's using a heal for where the whiz towers are, and that will basically neutralise the whiz towers. So an insanely good raid, second time with that combination, and look, wow, just wiped that base, and it was a good base, apart from perhaps the use of the whiz towers, but insanely good combo, and he's not even using a zap to kill the CC, he's using that 3 golem strategy. It's an awesome raid, as you can see, really effective, and this is top class stuff.